1, 2.
Well, there we go. 1, 2. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Heat Army podcast. Sorry for the slightly late start there. We are in position, ready here at Gateshead International Stadium for the FA Trophy third round tie between Gateshead and Farsley Celtic. Obviously, this is the third time this game has been tried to be played. Of course, the weather was the first one, and the unfortunate incident involving Lewis Turner, who would like to send out our get well soon wishes, and great to hear that he's home. He did put a statement out on Twitter yesterday, and it's lovely to hear that he is on the mend. So we'll just say we are thinking of you, Lewis, and we're glad that you are home with your family. And we'll be bringing full match commentary here this evening. We do have the teams in front of us. It is a bit of a change side for the visitors. It looks like there is a lot of youth players involved this afternoon here. This evening, should I say, at Gateshead International Stadium. I'll go through that very shortly. But my name's David Gaddis. I'm joined by Mark Carruthers. He's been moonlighting. He's been everywhere else, but he's back today.
Yeah, really. Really busy period for a number of clubs, and demands of certain papers have forced me elsewhere. It is my job to cover the whole scene. So it's been an interesting few weeks, let's put it that way. And I suspect there is more to come over the next few weeks as well.
It certainly is. Well, I've got to say that it is the FA Trophy. And Mark, the last time we commentated together on this was at the final at Wembley. Of course, a magnificent occasion. Fortunate enough to have done it twice now. You look at this competition, Mark. Of course, tonight, is its own game in itself. But you look at it, and some of the teams in the National League maybe aren't taking it too seriously still.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt about that. I think you look at the squads that have been put out in challenging fixtures, and almost, I would never say any club will be happy to lose a game, but almost not overly upset if they were to, put it that way.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
It looks that way because obviously we know there's a hectic schedule. You've got the added complication of the National League Cup as well now. So I think, it's really about priorities. And I think a lot of clubs are just prioritising the promotion, the playoff race, or with some obviously staying in the division in the National League. So, it's an interesting one tonight from a Gateshead point of view because there are players playing who maybe haven't had as much game time as they would like this season. So, what Carl Magny will be looking for is for 100% effort and to have some horrible decisions to make over Christmas.
Yeah, well, you'd rather have the horrible decisions to make than
100%.
Than trying to put a squad together. We'll go through the visitors lineup. It's Kieran Flavel in goal, Ashton Newsom wearing number 2, Aidan Walker the captain, number 4, Tyler Polworth number 6, 22 is Chris Bumhera. We've got Chris Condolo wearing number 14. It's Hayden Pickard at number 20. 21 is Luke Lumsden. Dylan Yowambi is wearing number 17. Rafael Montero, number 12. And number 19 is Robbie Fox. On the bench for the visitors is number 1, Liam Wilson, Isaac Hetcham, Edward Finch, Will Morrissey, and Fabian McLaren is on the bench for the visitors. This is how Gateshead line up here this evening in the FA Trophy. Owen Mason in goal, John Bellahoon, Robbie Tinkler returns to start lineup and captains the side alongside Dan Jones in defence. It's Josh Williams and Ollie Thompson make up the wing backs. In midfield will be Josh Holm, Charlie Colcott, Ben Warman, Tyrell Newton, and up top will be Javon Malcolm. On the bench is Ollie Basie, Regan Booty, Owen Asani, Ben Radcliffe, Callum Bowen, Lucas Lowry, and Christian Lynn. And, well, Mark, we're kind of just having a look through the team there. Still quite a strong lineup, even though there's a lot of changes there for Gateshead.
It is, and as I said earlier, I think it's a case of there are some players coming into this side who will want to make an impact on the management team. And, I look at people like Charlie Colcott, for example, who I know has obviously been out injured, but he'll want to get more football over Christmas and into the new year. I think Ben Woman's kind of starting to solidify a place in the side. Obviously had a great game at the weekend. You look at people like Jean Bellahoon, who I know you were saying earlier had a very good game on Saturday, and someone that will hope to again, because of the way the defence has gone this season, because there's been injuries, he'll want to make himself front of the queue if anything else happens.
Well, obviously, Gateshead play with a back three, and he plays the right-hand side of that back three, and he looks a lot more comfortable because he has, as you say, there's been injuries. He's filled in at different positions, right wing back, centre of defence, right, left of the defence. But that right centre back spot does seem to be where he's most happy. He's good on the ball, and we're starting to see confidence as well.
Just a late change come through, Dave. So we've just been talking about Charlie Colquitt has dropped out of the squad. Regan Booty will now start the game, and Callum Whelan's come on the bench. So a late change there, which is disappointing from Charlie Colquitt's point of view.
Very unfortunate. Of course, a player with good pedigree came through the ranks at Chelsea. Thought of very highly there in his time. Played abroad under big manager, and Football League experience. And just for him, unfortunately, in a Gateshead shirt, much like Brandon Honstrop, just being hampered by those niggly injuries.
Yeah, I mean, it's devastating, because I think the plan maybe would have been to play him sort of 60 to 75 minutes tonight and get him, moving again and get him playing again, and hopefully get him into some sort of stride ahead of a very, very busy period. Although not as busy as I thought it would be this Christmas. It's because it's a Boxing Day game, but then there's nothing until the following. Until New Year's Day.
Yeah, so it's not as hectic as it maybe would be in previous years gone by. My daughter's put, "Hi, Dad, forgot the game was on. How dare you, Sophia?" I've got some more messages that have come in as well. Liv Walden, good evening. Me and Poppy are listening from home. Got everything crossed for the win. Thank you very much. Ken Webster's put, "Hi, evening all." Gateshead FC Stats has put, happy Christmas to all, in case don't get a chance to see it. Yes, of course, this is the last one before the festive period. As I say, Merry Christmas to you all, says Ken Webster. Darcy is ill at the moment, not feeling well, so she's having to listen in from home. I did speak to her dad there before, said she's ill with flu. And we've got Graham Jones listening in from Worcester in the West Midlands. So thank you very much. And Darcy as well has put happy Christmas to everyone. Everyone seems to be doing it. Got a question from Ben Allison asking if Ben Warman is a former Cambridge United player. He is. So yeah, and see, we're going to look here. We've got one here. I've been handing over the research for someone else. So 19 incomplete lineups, 47. Still, all the stats that you've done, Stephanie, are very, very good. You've put a hell of a lot of work in there. Someone's asking, is there any TV coverage tonight? There is not. And as I say, you'll just have to make do with our little tones here on the podcast. And while we're on, please do join us for our Christmas episode on Thursday at 8 p.m. We are joined by Robbie Stelling, Hartlepool journalist and Hartlepool fan, of course, son of Jeff Stelling. Will be joining us in little... we were trying to get Jeff on, and he's promised to come on in the April return fixture, and he cheekily said, "While we're both sitting second and third in the league, how good would that be, Mark?" But as I say,
rather be first.
Yeah, I'd rather be first. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, please do like and subscribe to that, and join us on Thursday for the Christmas episode. And we are say about 5 minutes away from kickoff here. It is the FA Trophy. And of course, as I say, this competition has been very good to Gateshead in the last 2 years. Only one defeat in the last 2 seasons in this competition. 2 Wembley appearances, 1 win, and memories to last a lifetime. And Mark,
and a lot of alcohol.
Oh, definitely a lot of alcohol. Obviously, we've been on both sides of it at Wembley. The agony and the ecstasy, as it were. And it does feel a little bit disappointing when... I'm not going to say clubs have purposely went out of the competition, but aren't feeling the strongest sides when there is a great day out at Wembley. And bigger clubs would take a lot more fans there and they could have that big day.
Yeah, but I also get it because the financial rewards in the competition, although they are big for some clubs, aren't as big as what it would be being back in the Football League or losing your National League status. The risk of that is too big. I look at, again, I'm not underplaying any financial gain from the competition at all, because there's big money at the end of the day, but it's not as big as what could be at risk if you lose out on promotion, or you lose out on or even the chance of promotion. So I do kind of get it. But yeah, I mean, look, I think for a club like Gateshead, it's a great competition. And it's, yes, as a club, you would hope to get promotion this season. I think that everyone knows that's the aim, getting in those playoffs at very least and having a chance to get into the Football League. But by the same token, there's no reason why it can't be accompanied by an FA Trophy run. We look at the squad this year. I think it's possibly a bit stronger than it has been in the last few years. So why not use it to keep the squad fresh, to give lads game time, to keep them ticking over in case they need to come in.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a competition that I know some clubs only take it seriously when it gets a quarter final, and I think we've seen that with Gateshead, where it's a difficult one. I feel for managers at this level because there are a lot of games to play now.
It is,
and it's a lot of pressure.
It certainly is. But as I say, tonight is the winner of this fixture will be at home to Boston United in the 4th round. But who will that be? We'll find out in the coming 90 minutes. The players will be coming out very soon onto the pitch. Once again, thank you very much for joining us here on the Heat Army podcast. And before we go any further forward as well, we'd like to say a big congratulations to Joe Grayson on his news of going to be a father next year. So well done to him and his good lady. And well done on bringing another Gateshead fan into the world. That's how we're looking at it. Mark, if you're going to have any more children to get the attendance up?
I can absolutely, as an exclusive, reveal that, believe it or not, no. No, I will not.
Well, poor Mrs. Carruthers.
I say this as one, my eldest is sat right beside us here.
Well, there we go. I did put Mark on the spot there.
It's common knowledge, Dave. It's common knowledge.
It is. And,
why improve on perfection?
Exactly. 2's the golden number, isn't it? It's the 2.4 family. Well, as I say, thank you for joining us. Before we go any further forward, just in case Lewis Turner is listening, we want to say I'll get well soon, of course. We never want to see anything like that again. And I'm sure Lewis doesn't want to experience anything like that again. And just a well done to everybody. And I think he said it himself to the medical staff from both sides, the local paramedics that were here very, very quickly on scene. And, it's nice to know that the outcome was the right outcome.
And also, given we've just been talking about kids there, the fact that he's back home to spend a first Christmas with his new child. So
that's the most important.
I hope it's an amazing family Christmas for him, and
I
hope it's a speedy and safe recovery. A very good player who I've seen many times at Northern Premier League and National League North level. And I really do hope he's back enjoying Christmas with his family.
Yeah, definitely. And so, as I say, from everyone at Gateshead FC and the Heat Army podcast, as I say, we hope you have an amazing time. And as I say, it's the best news that we could have possibly hoped for, that you're home with your family. But the teams are coming out onto the pitch here at Gateshead International Stadium. Regan Booty does have the captain's armband on after being added into the squad late for an injured Charlie Colquitt in the warm-up. And this is how the visitors line up. It's Kieran Flavel in goal, Ashton Newsom, Aidan Walker, the captain, Tyler Polworth, Chris Bunhera, Chris Condolo, Hayden Pickard, Luke Edmondson, Dylan Yawambi, Rafael Montero, and Robbie Fox up front. And then it is Liam Wilson, Isaac Hedgeman, Edward Finch, and William Morrissey, and Fabian McLaren on the bench. For Gateshead, this is how they line up. Owen Mason in goal, Jean Bellahoun, Robbie Tinkler, and Dan Jones make up the back three. The wing backs of Josh Williams and Ollie Thompson. And then we have Josh Holm, Regan Booty, Ben Warman, Tyrell Newton, and Javon Malcolm up top. On the bench is Ollie Batey, Callum Whelan, Owen Oseni, Ben Radcliffe, Callum Bowen, Lucas Lowry, and Christian Lynn. And that's how we line up there. The visitors are in all green with their white and that's not hoops, is it? It's just their stripes, horizontal stripes on the front of the shirt, Gateshead, and their white and black strip. So we're all set here, ready to go. It's a little bit windy, but I shouldn't imagine it would affect conditions too much here at Gateshead International Stadium. And famous last words.
Sorry, I just nicked one of my son's Christmas.
Oh,
Cheers,
that
Dave.
was
It was great timing. But yes, no, you're right. I mean, you look at it and you've literally just said that, and then the wind gets up.
Yeah.
Strange atmosphere.
Yeah,
Quite
it's just a game that I think everyone just wants to happen, and we get through it both sides nicely. And
yeah, I'd agree with that. would agree.
You know, I think last week put life into perspective, the world into perspective. Football's fantastic, but you know, we know what is the real value in life here. And as I say, as I mentioned before, sending all our love and thoughts to Lewis and his recovery. But we're underway here as Regan Booty tries to find a run of Josh Williams on the far side. It's picked up midfield by Warman, and ball wasn't found through to a teammate, and the ball can be pumped over the top for Robbie Fox to run onto here. But Robbie Tinkler is there to marshal the ball back with a I wouldn't say it had venom on it, but it had a bit of pace on it, didn't it?
It's a bit Joy's awake.
Yes, but the keeper dealt with it well, and the ball is back with Tinkler in the centre. Bellahoon, who, as I said before, is making that right side of the defence his own place at the minute as Warman just loses out in the physical tackle. That was a good tackle from Polworth as Favell kicks the ball up the pitch. Dan Jones lets the ball bounce. Robbie Fox is there, but Dan Jones does get himself back in front of him. Play the ball through. Nice little flick to Ollie Thompson, who gets the ball back, but he's just dispossessed by Condolo, who the ball forward didn't find its intended, but does win it back. Does Montero, and we're seeing Farsley just trying to settle themselves on the ball.
Yeah, we mentioned it is a young Farsley side, but with that comes pace and energy, which is what Gateshead are going to have to match and use all of their experience here.
And belief as well. You know, I'm not going to say naivety, but you know, it sometimes breeds confidence, and that can take you a long way.
But sometimes it's just a little bit of a fearlessness, I think, more than anything. I've seen it before.
Farsley just get themselves back on track there.
One thing they do have is a very, very tall goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's big lad as the ball goes forward, and Tinkler just can bring that down and get it to Bellahoon, who can bring the ball forward a few yards at the moment. Not much pressure from the away side at the moment. I didn't expect it to be. But Tinkler puts the ball out to this left-hand side. Ollie Thompson tries to play it in and deflect. It didn't go out. It stayed in. And I tell you what, they're on the attack here as Uwamba brings the ball forward into the box, driving with it. Can he get a shot away? Robbie Tinkler pokes the ball away, and he's given a penalty. A penalty to Farsley. Well, the trailing leg did bring down the player. Hard to tell from our exact position if he did win the ball. And
it's all come from down here. Gateshead in front of us, thinking the ball is going to go out of play and just not reacting.
Yeah.
Really, really poor and have been punished by it. But look really positive there. Get caught in the box, didn't he? And really drove it at Robbie Tinkler and forced the foul.
Yeah.
So a big chance for Farsley to go ahead here.
It is, and I think it is going to be Dylan Uwambi who's going to take this up against Owen Mason, and the ball goes straight down the middle into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 to Farsley here after 4 minutes gone.
It is, and as was mentioned before the game, in 3 minutes there is a round of applause for.
Well, it certainly is, yeah. So a round of applause for.
It's a minute of applause for Lewis Turner, yeah. Lovely moment from Gateshead supporters.
Probably the only time you'll ever see home fans applaud the away team score. But as I say, Gateshead have it to do now. As we found in this competition, it's never a given. As Gateshead get us back underway, Jean Bellahoon has the ball, drives forward, gives it to Josh Williams. Back to Tinkler inside his own half. And now Dan Jones brings the ball over to Ollie Thompson. Back to Dan Jones. Ball across to Robbie Tinkler in the centre of defence, and Gateshead in possession with Bellahoon. Gateshead in there familiar, just feeling out the opposition by passing it around the back. There's Ollie Thompson playing more of a defensive wing-back role tonight. Tinkler plays the ball out to Bellahoon, who can bring the ball forward, gives it to Josh Williams. Can he open up against the defender in front of him? He tries. He's twisting, and now he takes down the dead ball line, pulls it back across. It's deep, very deep, and the ball's been headed away. And Gateshead try and close down to win the ball, but it goes out for a throw-in to the visitors.
Just needed to get his head up a bit there, didn't he, Williams? Had a man... I couldn't remember who it was. I think it was Ben Mormon just pulled off to the edge of the box there. Could have maybe played it back.
A nice message there from Dave, Farsley Celtic fan. As Farsley head the ball away, it's going to drop him midfield as Booty tried to get to it, but the ball will fall to a Gateshead player in Bellahoon. Booty plays out right onto the right-hand touchline. Josh Williams. Oh, he tried to play it through, and that's a poor ball. And now Robbie Tinkler wins the ball. He had to. And Booty can give it to Warman on the edge of the area. Dispossessed, though. Holworth standing firm there.
A really, really sloppy start from Gateshead.
Yeah. But credit to the visitors.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely, yeah. They've been really good so far. Nice and disciplined. Winning most second balls. Looking energetic when they're on the break. And now, of course, with that penalty, have something to hold on to. But I get the feeling that they won't want to just hold on to it. They'll want to really go and try and, try and press ahead and press Gateshead at every chance.
Clearance there as went out of play for a goal kick to Gateshead. If you are just joining us, Farsley Celtic are 1-0 to the good here at Gateshead International Stadium. Dylan Uwambi with the penalty. The Robbie Tinkler upended the winger on the attack. Gateshead back to Tinkler. Always a common presence in defence as the ball comes across, and once again just another sloppy pass, you would have to say.
Yeah, again, another sloppy moment. Opening 7-8 minutes have been littered with them.
Well, a throw into the visitors just in front of their own dugout into the 8th minute as the ball launched up, bounces through to Tinkler. Well, Josh Holm drops deep to get involved, gives it to Jones. Jones sees the run through the centre to Javon Malcolm, who holds the ball up, does very well to get it to Warman.
Well.
So he's building on the performances that we've seen of late of the hold-up play. Javon Malcolm. Ball out to Bellahoon. Bellahoon has Josh Williams hugging that right-hand touchline, but plays it back into Booty in the centre. Comes across to Dan Jones, who's halfway inside the Farsley half, but Uwambi, who's started this game on fire at the moment. He's
been excellent, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's
really lively.
Off the ball's been fantastic. And at the moment, Josh Williams lays the ball off to Tyrell Newton. Booty back to Williams. Bellahoon. Josh Holmes has the chance to get the ball out to Dan Jones, which he does, and Ollie Thompson turns, drives into tries to go into the box and is brought down. And has it? No, referees. He's pulled it back.
He could have played on.
He should have played on. One extra. It's a free kick about 20 yards out, left-hand side of the D, in a dangerous opposition. It's a dangerous position when you know Regan Booty's going to have the ball at his feet.
Yeah, it is. But if you could have just held on, just one more second there, Gateshead had really got an opening right-hand side of the area. But the referee's done what he had to do initially, played the advantage. But this is dangerous. 20 yards, maybe.
Well, Javon Malcolm standing there as well. We haven't seen any free kick antics from him, but Regan Booty is the man that's lining himself up here. It's a big wall.
It is a big wall, isn't it?
Booty strikes it, curls it over. It's going in the right direction, just didn't have the dip on it, and that will be a goal kick to the listeners. And we've got Taylor Howie listening in from the train from Glasgow. So if you're just tuning in, 10 minutes gone. We're into the 10th minute, and it is 1-0 to Farsley.
Yeah, just got too much on that, didn't he? Regan Booty. I think it should have been left to Malcolm with his right foot. But understandable that you're going to let someone like Regan Booty take a chance like that.
On the ball headed forward, Javon Malcolm loses out in the aerial battle, and it's nodded back to Lavelle.
Real surprising lack of intensity from Gateshead so far.
Yeah, it's just feels flat at the moment. From Gateshead's perspective, that is. As the ball comes to Dan Jones on loan from Port Vale.
I mean, there are some big hitters on the bench, we should say.
Certainly is.
But I'm guessing in an ideal world, Cole Magnay won't even be thinking about using them.
Ball across to Jones. Ollie Thompson drops just to get involved and plays it back to Jones. Crossfield ball, though, looking for Williams. Will it bounce through? No, intercepted and put out for a throw on the far side. Was Edmondson not seeing that coming through? I think it bounced too early, that one.
Yeah.
At the moment, Gateshead just having to be a little bit more urgent at the back here, I think, because they're starting to close us down when they bring the ball forward somewhat. But
I don't think it's a bad thing because it might click Gateshead in gear a bit.
Thompson gives it, Warman dispossessed, and now they drive forward with the ball. It's Condolo, cuts inside from the right-hand side, tries to play the ball through, and it's going to come out to Uwambi. Uwambi puts it in, and that's two. Oh, what a save.
Oh my God, how did he save that?
Wow. Well, Owen Mason on the goal line managed to flick that over. Be interesting to see the replay on that one, because I don't know if it was Tinkler or the goalkeeper that managed to get that over, but very close quarters.
I think it was Mason. If it is, that's genuinely one of the best saves I think I've ever seen. If it is him,
Robbie Fox will be kicking himself though as well.
He will.
Corner to the visitors on our right-hand side. In it comes. It comes in with some pace as well. And it bounced in the area.
Correct ball.
It's going to be kept in by Newsom. Yeah, just needed someone to get half ahead on that, and it would have been a rocket. Come in with some pace, didn't it? But the ball's at the other corner flag at the moment, and Gateshead do win the ball back, but it goes. It didn't go out. It did. There we go. Initially looked like it went out. Someone said, like the new look of the podcast. Yes, we've had a little rebranding. Thank you. Throw on the far side to the visitors, right near the corner flag. Trying to build something from the left-hand side, and unfortunately for the visitors, the ball just, it must have come off her.
Yeah, it was just flicked out by Gateshead player. I'm just looking at the bench, and I think in an ideal world here, you probably Cole Magna be thinking about using the 3 academy players.
Yeah,
Christian Lynn, Douglas Lowry, and Callum Bourne. But at the minute, it's a bit more pressing than that.
Across into the area there, nobody really aimed for, and Owen Mason can roll that ball out to Jones. Uwembi's just on fire at the moment, closing down the angles and making Gateshead play some clumsy balls at the moment. Warman just took a knock there, didn't he? Yeah. Took the ball right in the midriff. Yeah. Ball nodded forward. Javon Malcolm brings the ball down well, but had 2 or 3 players around him, didn't have an outlet to pass it out. And at the moment, Gateshead not really finding the feet. I think that's the best way to describe it. But the hard work, as I say, Uwambi's being and Condolo in midfield are being industrious.
Yeah, I mean, and so much more than that. The energy that they're giving is something Gateshead haven't got, if we're honest.
Yeah.
And fair play at this young Farsley side, because I think they've been excellent all over the pitch so far. The defence look tight and organised and solid. They look lively up front. The midfield's working hard.
Well, there you go. The ball in midfield, and Tyrell Newton gets the ball to Williams. Williams plays the ball forward for Javon Malcolm. Javon Malcolm just ushered out the way there by Newsom. Good defending by Ashton Newsom. Composed himself well when being under pressure so far. Number 2 from Farsley. But Gateshead once again build from the back. Robbie Tinkler gets the ball to Dan Jones on the left-hand side of defence, plays it forward to Ollie Thompson, whose ball forward has been put out for a throw-in to Gateshead. Thompson takes it. Dan Jones plays it inside to Home. Once again, Gonzalo not given much room at all to the Gateshead midfielder when he was on the ball, but the ball is on the right-hand side now. Williams gets it to Tyrell Newton, who's been quite quiet so far in this game, and wins a throw-in on the far side.
It's a need a spark here.
Booty plays the ball forward to Josh Williams, who's twisting and turning, gets past his man, but the ball goes out for a throw to Gateshead.
Dan Jones going to take a long throw?
Not quite sure. Yeah, I think
nope.
Williams is going to take. Is it?
Nope,
Balahoon. Balahoon gets the ball back from the throw-in. He's having to run back down the pitch. Booty plays the ball to Tinkler. Tinkler has Jones in space on this side, but Robbie Fox closing down the angles as well. It's been a professional display here from Farsley so far off the ball. Gateshead are going to have to pose more questions to this Farsley defence, but a crossfield ball looking for Ollie Thompson, brings the ball down, slips, and the ball comes off of, well, I thought that did come off the Farsley defender, but it's a throw-in to the visitors. A throw to be taken. Polworth. Ollie Thompson wins the header though. Gateshead can start to bring the ball forward through Balahoon. Drives forward, lays it off to Williams. Williams plays it up to Javon Malcolm, the edge there, and tried to touch it to Javon Malcolm, who didn't get there. Clearance falls only as far as Tinkler in the centre circle. Just starting to see a little raise in tempo here from Gateshead. But they need to penetrate more with it.
It's just a little though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's more or less a back five here for Farsley at the moment. There's Javon Malcolm. Holds the ball up, gets it to Ollie Thompson. Booty. Into Tinkler in the centre circle. Balahoon. Out to Williams. Williams on the right-hand side, plays it inside to Tyrell Newton, who just seems to be behind play.
That wasn't Newton. That wasn't Newton. That was Williams. It was a poorly timed, poorly directed pass. Yeah, it is again, and we're nearly at the 20-minute mark here, and really, really sloppy from Gateshead, and still haven't tested the Farsley keeper. Haven't really tested defensive, for honest.
No, the only time what they've had to do is marshal the ball out, haven't they? They've been tested, but Javon Malcolm cannot get to the ball. It's been cleared by Farsley over the top, looking for Robbie Fox, and Dan Jones keeps the ball in. Ollie Thompson plays it inside to Booty. Tenway stand shows its appreciation there. Josh Home has to run onto it. Can he poke it over and closed down quickly though by Ibambi? It's with Booty, gives it to Tinkler. Inside to Booty. Just not seeing many options in the middle. Warman drops deep to try and get involved, but the ball goes all the way back to Owen Mason.
This is because of how disciplined Farsley are being, by the way. They're not being dragged out of shape by Gateshead, which is credit to them. They are sitting, as you say, almost with a back five at times. Ball
over the top, looking for the run of Tyrell Newton. But the defence, as you mentioned there before, they kept a great shape. The ball would have to be absolutely sublime to get there.
That's what it's forcing. It's forcing the attempt of a ball that probably isn't on, or if it is, it's going to be one that comes off 1 in every 10.
Robbie Fox wins the header, gets it. Oh, it's going to bounce, and Ollie Thompson can get to the ball. Plays it across to Balahoon, who drives forward with the ball. He's opened up here. He's got Williams on the right-hand side if he needs him, who he uses. Home drops to give position. Booty. Tyrell Newton. Sloppy ball to Home, and fortunately it goes out of play for a Gateshead throw. Quickly taken.
Yeah, just not good enough at the moment.
Josh Home. Newton puts it out to Williams. Balahoon. The work rate from the visitors is sublime at the moment. You can't take anything away from the visitors at the moment. As Ollie Thompson loses out, so Gateshead fortunate enough to win the ball back through Warman.
Needs to be a little bit more movement, here at the top end of the pitch. Good touch.
Javon Malcolm, can he get through? He's holding off the two defenders, driving with the ball. He's got it over to Williams. Williams, he's got Warman in the centre, goes for a cross.
Good save.
And the keeper just dives forward and pulls that down.
That's better.
Yeah.
It's better. It may take that, that pass there was sort of fizzed into Javon Malcolm just to give him a little bit of space to get away. But I think the fact that it looks as if we've got Oniseni and Ben Ratcliffe already out warming up just tells you probably what Carl Magny thinks of the performance so far.
Yeah. It's below par for what we're used to from Gateshead, of course. High standards have been set as Javon Malcolm as he tried to bring the ball down, just pushed from behind. Don't know how much contact there was, but he felt it.
That was definitely a foul.
Yeah.
He's, it's right in line with us, and there was hands in the back, but
he added an extra egg to that dumpling mix. I probably wouldn't disagree with that. Williams drives into the box. He's just overhit it. Can he pull it back? He has, and goes over Ollie Thompson's head. Well, that must have been millimetres that he kept it in, but the visitors on the attack now as the ball played forward, but Dan Jones can cut it out. Newton to Booty. Ollie Thompson, lovely turn, drives into the centre with the ball, tries to feed it through to Javon Malcolm, who holds it up, edge of the box. He's trying to beat 3 or 4 players.
Pass it there.
Yeah.
Just got to pass it.
Ran into a green wall.
Well played.
And now they can get this ball forward. Robbie Fox is offside, but the ball across here to, I think it was number 12, wasn't it? That was running forward. Montero just went out of play. Kids have got it back in. Williams, right-hand side of the pitch, halfway inside the visitors' half, back to Belayoun.
I think there might be a sub coming on,
For the visitors. Quite possibly. There is someone getting stripped there. Don't know if there is an injury. No, I just think you might just be hot. It's windy, but it's not as cold as it has been.
I wouldn't go as far as to say mild, but it's...
No.
Yeah, like you say, not as cold.
It's not a biting cold, is it? There's Belayoun. Out to Williams. At the moment, the ball through. I was just about to say the commentator's curse hit before I did it. I was going to say the right-hand side has looked more dangerous than the left, but the ball forward there wasn't the greatest.
I've seen better. Frustrating. It is. It's been frustrating opening half to the first half of Gateshead. Probably summed up by what we've just seen there from Jean Belahoun. Free header. He just put straight out of play. But, I think you called it earlier, Dave, when you said it was flat. And I think that's the right phrase to use.
Yeah,
just no inspiration
and work rate as well. I've got to say that just off the ball, Farsley are putting in that extra little bit of something and beating us there to the loose balls, and off the ball work has been really good. But Booty wins the ball back. Nice little. Was that a foul? It was. Free kick on the far side. Williams was upended as he tried to turn. Okay, so rotating it quickly. Booty. Plays
got to go quicker. Got to go quick.
He needs to get people. He carries it over the halfway line. Sees Javon Malcolm
Never on.
The ball. It falls back to Gateshead though in midfield. Newton puts the ball out to Williams. Williams now, who's had a little bit of success against the wing back, has lays the ball back. Booty's still on the ball. Across to Jones. Javon Malcolm. Ollie Thompson, left-hand side. Back to Ollie, to Tinkler in the centre circle. Booty closed down there. And that's what we're talking about. It's the work rate from the visitors has been far the better.
Yeah, it has. But again, Gateshead they're not moving the ball quick enough. I know there's a lot of players in front of them here because of the way, Farsley are sitting in and protecting what they've got. But Gateshead have just got to move the ball quicker, and the movement's got to be a little bit more intelligent.
Well, Newton, his touch wasn't the greatest, but he does manage to get it to Belayoun. Williams cuts inside, gives it to Warman. Warman turns, tries to thread it through to Javon Malcolm, but cleared. Gateshead can build again as they receive the ball at the back. Dan Jones. Josh Home. Javon Malcolm's dropping deep to get involved here. Nice turn, bit of footwork from, lays it off to Ollie Thompson. But the ball is moving backwards at the moment, but Gateshead still have the ball. Dan Jones across the centre circle to Tinkler, who carries it forward. Farsley just starting to sit a little bit deeper now. As Booty turns, edge of the box, tries to get Javon Malcolm. Can he get a shot away? Warman, nice bit of footwork, pulls the trigger, and into the back of the net. And that was the case when Gateshead moved the ball quicker. Something happened, and on the edge of the area, Ben Warman pulls the trigger, and the keeper just couldn't get that leg to it, and in the back of the net goes. It's a level game here, 1-1 on 26 minutes.
My first instinct there was that it maybe took a touch off the defender, possibly to kind of wrong foot the goalkeeper. But that's a classic example, better movement, and it started from the front. Javon Malcolm, good bit of movement from him, good bit of layoff play as well, which is what Gates have got to do. They've got to start moving the ball quicker, and they'll get the rewards if they do that. But, Farsley, it'll be interesting to see how they react to that.
Well, Ben Warman, he's showed some quick feet in this last couple of games for Gateshead, and I'd like to see that on the replay, how he moved that ball around the player, because it was in very close quarters. But Gateshead got it level here. They need to build on it. And Farsley just need to keep their intensity as well off the ball. But Williams drives forward. He's going to cross a ball in there. Oh,
what a great header that is.
It was. I think it was Polworth that just got in front of Javon Malcolm, but they're on the break here now. It is Brunhera as Ollie Thompson wipes him out there. He was absolutely flying, and I think that's what you call taking one for the team there, kind of. It's
an authoritative yellow card from the referee as well.
It was
thrust into Ollie's face with.
I mean, he did go to win the ball, just mistimed it.
I don't know about that, Dave.
I'm just being nice.
I think it was a professional challenge, we'll put it that way.
Yeah. But
as you said, taking one for the team.
But, it's a free kick,
dangerous.
40 yards out, right-hand side of the pitch, but a chance to swing this in left-footed, and there's some big men to aim for.
And the wind is starting to swirl.
Yeah. They're all on the edge of the box at the moment, waiting for Pickard to put this in. It's curling towards the penalty spot, headed on. It's going to, just caught it on the line there. Ball dipped quite viciously there, but ball comes out now to Dan Jones. Ollie Thompson, left-hand side. Tyrell Newton dispossessed. And the intensity from the visitors still quite high at the moment. They haven't let the heads drop from conceding.
Oh, the idea is right. The idea is right there.
Ball just went too central. Williams was on the break on the far side, but the ball went right down the middle towards the goalkeeper.
It's a lovely idea from, I think it was Josh Home.
Yeah.
I think he's tried to thread it through two defenders and just caught too much of the ball, and it's gone through the goalkeeper. But to be honest, if he gets that right, I think Williams is probably an on goal, isn't he?
Certainly think so with his pace. But 29 minutes we're into here. It's a level game if you're just joining us. Farsley took the lead for a penalty, and Gateshead equalised through Ben Warman's quick feet on the edge of the box. There's a ball pumped over the top towards Javon Malcolm, but it was Walker that won the header. Falls to Gateshead though. Belayoun. Play the ball forward. Ball over the top from Ollie Thompson. Just a little bit of a rash one. That
it's another one where the idea is right, but the execution isn't. He's tried to just play it in, put the defence under pressure, and allow Javon Malcolm to pressure the centre back, but just got too much on it. I think the wind was, maybe being kind here, but the wind had got up as well and maybe caught it a little bit.
I think you caught too much of the ball, to be honest.
I think I'd agree.
Well, Darcy said up the heed. Lavelle with a kick. Robbie Fox with a good header to win, just couldn't direct it towards a teammate. Ball nodded forward by Farsley for Gateshead. Warman wins a throw-in.
I say this quite often, but I know it's a trophy game and he's been rested and you can't play him in every game, but I often feel when Lucannon isn't in the side, there's just a little bit of intensity goes missing, a bit of energy.
Composure as well. I think he adds a lot to the scene. Obviously, one of the elder statesmen, even though he's not that old.
You've just said he is, Dave.
No,
So I hope he hears this.
Well, what can I say? But no, you're right. I think he adds a lot to the team. You know, maybe an invisible captain, as it were. He does help a lot. But Tyrell Newton does get the ball under control. Plays the ball across to Tinkler. Tinkler just on the halfway line. He's looking for a runner. Gets it out to Williams on the right-hand side. Ball back to Williams from Warman. Ball into the centre. There's Javon Malcolm. Oh, he just got underneath it and couldn't direct it. It hasn't went out yet. It has now next to the corner flag, but that's better. And good vision from Warman. We're starting to see him warm up a little bit.
Yeah, possibly needed a shout there, Javon Malcolm, because I think he had, I don't know, it was Ollie Thompson coming in behind him. Like the looks of Williams, I think he's done well first half. First half hour, I should say. In getting in that right-hand side. Clearly he's very, very pacey, isn't he? And just that final ball's improving with every cross he's putting in.
Ollie Thompson wins the header, but it drops to a Farsley player. Pickard clears it only as far as Bellahoon, but Bellahoon's ball forward wasn't the greatest, and Robbie Fox chested it down. Gateshead do win it back in midfield, though. As Javon Malcolm plays the ball out to Williams. Ball with Warman.
That's good.
And now Booty can get it back to Tinkler. Jones inside the centre circle. Plays the ball through the centre. Javon Malcolm holds it up. It stings away from him, but it falls back to Booty. Booty tries to thread it through, but the ball does come out to Bellahoon. Williams hugging that right-hand touchline. He's always there for an option, but looks like it's going to come across into the centre to Javon Malcolm, who holds the ball up
penalty.
well.
That's got to be a penalty.
The referee is not having any of it, and
he's been dragged down.
Well, I think there's a touch of the theatrics, maybe why the referee didn't want that one there. There's like he slipped on a banana skin the way his arms were waving, but Williams is on the attack on the far side, driving forward and wins a corner.
He is being pulled.
Yeah, he is being pulled. I know.
And I'm also of the opinion, why should you have to go down to win a penalty? You know, I can't think
for it to be cast in. Yeah,
it happened in Newcastle game the week when Isak was fouled in the box and didn't go down, and it didn't get given. I think that's quite similar.
Well, it's a throw in on the far side, not a corner. Being taken. Williams gets the ball back, plays it down the line to Bellahoon, in turn to Booty. Tinkler can get this ball across to Jones. And at the moment, kids are just happy to build, reset. 33 minutes gone, 1-1 at the moment here as it comes off Bellahoon's face, the clearance, and out it goes. Well, you would say it's took Gateshead the best part of half an hour to warm into the game.
Yeah, it certainly has. It sometimes can happen when you make this many changes, but we can't really use that as an excuse because Farsley have done the same, haven't they? They've had to make changes.
Well, Ollie Thompson, he's got Tyrell Newton in front of him, who he gives it to left-hand side of the box. He's cut inside of it, Newton. Newton now lays it off to Home. Home has Williams in space on the far side, and what can he do from the... He lays it off to Bellahoon. Now Home. All right-hand side of the box at the moment as I think this Warman was dispossessed, and Robbie Tinkler, calm as you like, with Robbie Fox behind him, just dinks the ball to Jones and turn over to the left-hand side where Ollie Thompson is. Josh Home plays it inside. Nice touch from Ollie Thompson, but runs into trouble in the clearance. Is up the pitch where Dan Jones has had to... Oh, lovely turn. He sends Fox for the biscuits. And it's very calm.
See what you did there, by the way.
Yeah.
It's good
Wasn't intentional. There's
it's David, I think more if it was. So
I've got to be honest. Halfway through it, I thought, Fox and biscuits, yeah. But the ball comes across to Dan Jones. Outside of the boot, gets it to Javon Malcolm.
Brilliant.
Nice
That's better.
Footwork out to Williams. Javon Malcolm racing to get back in the centre. Williams driving with the ball. Goes for a shot. Deflection. It's going to bounce on the edge of the area. Josh Home gets the ball. Newton turns. goes for a shot when there wasn't really much on into a crowd, but did get the loose ball. Build again. They're camped out inside the Farsley half at the moment. Newton turns. This is better. He's got a chance from the edge of the box. Didn't pull the trigger that time.
Well
puts
played.
it out to Warman. Warman puts it into the centre, and it's going to be cleared. Booty on the edge of the area. Takes a touch. Goes for the shot. Oh, what a finish! Turned onto his right boot. And then from the edge of the box, once again, Gateshead have scored. And it's 2-1 here in the FA Trophy third round tie against Farsley Celtic. And Mark, a great finish.
Yeah, and again from quick movement and quick passing, opened up. Really good sustained pressure from Gateshead there. Didn't allow Farsley to get out. And just looking at Ben Warman, I don't know if he's got an issue here, if he's just getting instructions from coaching staff. Playing brick cut, isn't it? He's talking to. Yeah.
At first, I thought he was rubbing his hamstring there.
Yeah, I thought the same.
He's moving all right. Regan Booty.
Was he meant to be in the side tonight?
Yeah, that's late appearance, but got a goal to his name. The visitors have got the ball pumped up by Walker up towards Fox. You know, I think Fox has done all right. You know, as that lone striker.
It's not an easy role for it.
Not. You know, he's off the ball movement has been good. He's always given option, and he's won about 70% of the balls up to him. Just he hasn't had a teammate to latch onto the ball.
Yeah, that's it. And because they are trying to sit, the thing is now Farsley, they're really going to have to come out, aren't they? And well, at the moment they'll try and stay in the game, but at some point, if they want to go through, they're going to have to come out and have a go at Gateshead, and that'll open up space. Wow. Yeah, he needs more support, but at the moment he's just doing what he can for the team.
Booty has the ball in midfield, gets it out to Ollie Thompson. Ollie Thompson gives it to Dan Jones, and UMB trying to close down, but Booty's in space, plays it through to Warman. Warman gets past his man, driving. Can he pull it back across? He can. Cleared out though. Ball. And Booty and Bomera got past him there. Plays it out now to UME on the right hand side. Brings the ball forward. Bomera in the centre, so is Fox. Twisting and turning his left. Dan Jones on the ground and drives forward with the ball. Still going. UMB pulls a ball, tries to go in. Good block. And
he's got to just play
Ollie Thompson. Oh well. Foul there.
He should just play it down loud. Ben Warman's on his own. Yeah, again, that's really positive from Farsley. Really good attack that, and Gateshead stole about 20 yards in that free kick, I think.
They have.
Chance of a break here.
Balayan brings the ball forward, gets it out to Williams, inside to Newton. Newton just having to guard the ball, gets it to Josh Home, gets it to Williams. Now Terrell Newton. Gateshead just trying to find some shape and build as Jones does have Ollie Thompson here. Warman on the underlap, but it goes to Javon Malcolm, who holds the ball up well. Lovely ball through. Ollie Thompson. Oh!
Penalty.
Well, the ball's in the back of the net, and there is Tyrell Newton to poke it home. It looked like it was going to be a penalty, but the referee played the advantage. And there was Tyrell Newton just to poke it into the back of the net, but a lovely run and a lovely ball through to Ollie Thompson.
Yeah, great little touch inside from Ollie as well, showing composure there, because I think, some young players, when they get in that position, would have just hit the ball as hard as they could and hope for the best, but instead he's taken the touch inside, put the defender down, who's then had to make a bit of a challenge as he's on the floor. Really good, and a lovely little finish from Tyrell Newton.
Yeah, well, it is 3-1 now. Here at Gateshead International Stadium. Of course, Gateshead did go one goal behind early on to a penalty. And Farsley Celtic will probably feel a little bit hard done by a little bit, because they've made Gateshead shoot from the edge of the box for two of the goals. They've had to scrap it a little bit, and the performance doesn't warrant the scoreline at the moment, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, Gateshead had a lot of possession, haven't they? Let's be honest. Yes. They haven't always made the most of it, but they have had the vast majority of possession, and they have been the better side. But what I like about Farsley is they've the heads aren't dropping here. They are still going. They're still working hard. They're still putting Gates under pressure. They're still trying to play football, which is brilliant.
Certainly is, but Gateshead get the loose ball as Javon Malcolm drives forward with it. He's up against three players, gets it Oh, he's still going, Javon Malcolm. Oh,
play,
he
he's
tried
got-
to be greedy there.
He's got to play Tyrell Newton in.
Tyrell Newton was just on his left-hand side, and I tell you what, it was a magnificent run with the ball. But
The thing is, as well, I've got a bit of time for that as a striker. You want to get as many goals as possible, and sometimes your decision making has to be better. But all he wants is to get a goal.
Yeah.
And you can sense that from the way he's played so far. Every time he's had a sight of goal, he's tried to get a shot away most of the time.
Gets out of the ball for Warman. Nice Warman just passing the ball to Ollie Thompson, who just couldn't get to it. But the ball, Josh Holmes intercepts. And now Jones, left-hand side, gives it Ollie Thompson. He might be the smallest player on the pitch.
Doesn't shy away.
He doesn't. And, he's probably going to have a few bruises tomorrow. Let's be honest. But, some of them he's probably given himself by diving in and getting involved. But the ball now quickly taken left-hand side. Warman puts a cross in there, and it's nodded back out towards Warman. And a frustrated kick there from Robbie Fox. I think that's a striker's defensive touch there. But it's out for a corner.
I think there's a lot of frustration and anger in that one.
Yeah.
A really strange clearance.
I don't know if he's right-footed or not, but he really skewed that with his left, didn't he? So
the thing is, Dave, as well, he had time.
Yeah.
He could have put his foot on the ball.
Taken short to Newton. Ollie Thompson gets it to Booty. Booty back to Newton. Can Newton get a cross in? Touches it back to Booty. Newton has the ball now. Puts it back in. I tell you what, it was a dangerous ball. If someone had read that it was coming.
Quite a high line, though.
Yeah.
Farsley there.
Well, Farsley bring the ball forward on the far side. Chip forward looking for Robbie Fox. Beaten to it by Robbie Tinkler. And Gateshead just starting to pick up the loose balls now as Warman threads it out now. And driving forward is Josh Williams. Cuts inside. Just ball didn't sit up for him the way he wanted there. But Gateshead battling for the ball. And free kick given there. Yeah, there was a bit of pushing and shoving there. Free kick to the visitors on the far side.
Is that Montero on the far side? He's been excellent so far. The energy that he's given them has been very good.
Yeah.
He's really driving on the ball. And forcing Gateshead back at times.
Robbie Fox there. His teammates just didn't see it. It was a lovely run there.
It's probably just as well, though, because Robbie Tinkler's seen his run and then stepped out, and he would have been miles offside.
But he's trying.
Oh, yes, 100%. Yeah, I think the work rate, Dave, you called it earlier, the work rate that he's putting in, and it's kind of not being rewarded at the moment. But, that's a good lesson from tonight.
It can be a thankless task, can't it, being the lone striker? But at the moment, Gateshead trying to bring it forward through Balayoun. He's on the right-hand side. Can he drive forward himself? He doesn't. He opts to give it back to Williams. Josh Holm.
I think there's possibly a little bit of game management coming in here from Farsley, because you look and think we've got, 2 minutes until half-time. They're just sitting in and trying to...
Yeah.
And they've done brilliantly because they've forced an error from Gateshead, which they've
done a fair bit.
They have. No, they have.
Yeah.
We're saying Gateshead are making errors, and they are, but a lot of it is down to the way Farsley are set up and the pressure they're putting them under.
Gravel with the ball outside of the area. He's just going to put this one up towards the right-hand side. Ball bounces through. Gateshead can try and build good pressure from Farsley, though, making Gateshead move the ball fast here as Balayoun shows a great turn of foot and drives forward with the ball. He's up the halfway line already. What a drive. He's still going. Balayoun. He's still going to the right-hand side.
That's brilliant.
Decisive move from the central defender there. Drove the team forward. And it's a throw-in on the far side.
I mean, that's what he's taking the ball 60, 70 yards there and completely changed the pattern of the game going into the last minute of the half.
Well, ball throw it given to Williams. Tinkler just on the halfway line. We've got a minute left here of normal time remaining.
The board's coming off soon. I would imagine it'll just be a minute.
Yeah, it's hasn't been any major stoppages apart from a free kick or a throw-in. Jones. There's it to Booty, who's dropped deep. Gives it back to Jones. And Fox again, that work rate is up there. As Tinkler has the ball. Central defence. Puts the ball out to Williams. Williams, you see, hugs the touchline, gives himself an option, plays the ball forward to Javon Malcolm, who's been followed on the far side. Was he fouled? He is. It's a free kick on the far side, right on the touchline. Quickly taken. Williams lays it off. Home just has to turn. There's the ball through there. It was 2 minutes added on here at the moment as the ball comes to Home on the edge of the area. He's got to put it out to Williams. Williams kind of get a cross in. Gives it back to Home, who's drops outside. Warming out to Balayoun. Balayoun gets the ball back, and it's a nice bit of passing in the boxes. Now Warman goes for a shot. Deflected, and he manages to get the ball back and lifts it to Williams. Williams passing it back out to Home. Balayoun to Williams. Williams drives inside, lays it off to Booty on the edge of the area. Can he get another shot away? He can. Any power of the shot was taken out along the grass, and we said there's 2 minutes added on there. We're a minute into that, more or less now. And at the moment, let's see, Gateshead, they've dug it out. As I say, they have had a lot of possession, but there was you would say, a 20-minute spell of the standards not being hit that we used to.
No, I mean, they've got better as the half goes on, but that probably speaks more about how they started the game, really. Yes. They are trying to break down, essentially, 10 outfield players here, aren't they? Because Farsley are largely sitting in a bank of 4 and a bank of 5 with the one up front you mentioned. And it's not always easy, no matter how different the levels are, the abilities are. You've still got to find gaps and ways of doing that, and it's never easy.
Well, I said this about a few defences that have came to the International Stadium. They've been resolute, and Farsley have been certainly that. But Robbie Fox gets the ball, holds it up, gets it to a teammate, and it does fall back to Robbie Fox, plays it inside, and now it is Montero who takes it out right to the right-hand side. He's got an opportunity to put this into the box. He needs support, but he looked a little bit disheartened when he looked up, but now he gets... he's ran it out. Good defending.
Half-time.
There is the half-time whistle, and Gateshead take a 3-1 lead into the half-time break. There was a scare early on with the penalty decision going Farsley's way, but Gateshead, they had to huff and puff a little bit to get themselves into this one, but once they did, I'm going to say the floodgates opened, but they got more dangerous in and around the box.
Yeah, Farsley starting the better. Took Gateshead a while to really get into gear and find the range almost. But they didn't get frustrated. They stuck to the way they wanted to play. They kept that passing game going. They will inevitably get better. It's a strange half to reflect on, really. I think Balahoun's been excellent. I've been really impressed with him. Not just that run. I think Tyrone Newton's grown in the game, but I think Ben Morman's a major plus. I think he's been the one that's made things happen for Gateshead, particularly in that sort of final third when he's got little bits of space on the edge of the box. So, but again, we talk about Farsley, we talk about the energy and the drive that these youngsters are showing. The biggest thing from Farsley's point of view, I think, there is the discipline and the organisation. They haven't been pulled out of position very much, and they can be proud of that first 45, but a long way to go yet.
Certainly is. We're going to have a little break here. We're going to go radio silent for about 10 minutes. We'll be coming back, and we'll give you a couple of half-time scores that are in and around the region. I think it's in the National League game today. So we will be back in about 10 minutes. Well, you join us back here at Gateshead International Stadium. It's half-time. We're Gateshead winning 3-1 at this moment in time against Farsley Celtic, FA Trophy third round. And the winner of this tie will be at home to Boston United. There's a couple of games in and around that kind of a bit of local interest. Scarborough, they're losing 1-0 away from home. There is a National League game tonight. Rochdale are currently drawing 0-0 at home to Tamworth. So if that one stayed like that, it wouldn't be too bad for Gateshead in the playoff race. But at this moment in time, it helps if I put your mic on.
Scarborough got to Hereford midweek. It's a nice little journey, isn't it? Jeez.
Yeah, it's a nice cross-country one, isn't it? Cross-country and down.
Yeah, very much so.
So yeah, it is. But as I say, we I don't know if you've seen my cheeky tweet on Saturday night about Luke Hannon's missed penalty. That we said we had a notification from NASA saying that we'd see the ball coming round in orbit at 2 a.m.
Right, I've got to be honest. I didn't see it. Did it go over?
Yeah.
Went over the bar. Right, okay.
Went right over the bar. His penalty.
Are we talking Chris Waddle?
We're talking, yeah, Chris Waddle. It was a hoof, as they call it in the trade. There is going to be a substitution here. Lucas Lowry is going to come on, and it is going to be for Regan Booty. Regan Booty has left the pitch.
Warm and deeper.
Yeah, you would imagine Warman or Josh Home will play the deeper role. And we're going to see, we might see a little bit of a shuffle. I don't know, but we'll let you know when we know. And as I say, a big thank you for joining us this evening. Of course, we are about to get underway with the second half here in the FA Trophy. And so 1 second, Gateshead win 3-1. Somebody's put, are you losing to Farsley Celtic? No, it's 3-1 at the moment. But it's
and it's Farsley.
Yeah, it's Farsley as well. But yes, say hopefully the game has a bit of more action in the second half. Although can't really complain at 4 goals in the first half. But I think from a Gator perspective, I think it'll be looking to see a little bit more neater to their normal standards. But you can't complain with the scoreline at the moment. And once again, we'd like to say a big thank you for joining us here on the Heed Army podcast. Our next game will be at home to Hartlepool United on Boxing Day. So if you'd like to join us then, you can. But we always implore you to come down and see the game in person. That's always where the best place is, in the tent here at Gateshead International Stadium, to see the players do their thing here at Gateshead. And, well, there should be many in attendance on Boxing Day. It should be a fiercely fought game. But tonight, still 45 minutes of football to go here with a place in the 4th round at stake. And young Lucas Lowry comes on at half-time, replaces Regan Booty. And
made a couple of appearances already, Lucas, hasn't he? In the trophy run last season.
He certainly has, and I think he's going to go into the left wing-back position. I think we're going to see Ollie Thompson go a little bit more central. With looks like Josh Holmes is going to be the one that plays at the back. But we're getting underway here. Gateshead shooting towards the Fallon end, and the visitors are going to get us underway here, shooting towards the River Tyne. As you can probably hear on the microphone there, the wind is getting up here. Robbie Fox gets us underway for the second half. Now Walker, because it's a Pickard, back to Walker. Gateshead trying to close down off the ball here. Trying to set the tempo, I think. But Farsley moving the ball well. Ball over the top. And now Robbie Fox latches onto it, right-hand side. He's got an opportunity to get the ball in the box. There is a few players there. Brings it inside, goes for a left-footed shot from an angle.
Oh, what a goal that would have been.
Hits the post. And, well, Robbie Fox showing what he can do when he gets time and space. And that was a magnificent strike. That just, let's say, a couple of inches the other side, and that would have been nestled in the side of the back of the net.
I mean, the whole build-up there would have been would have made that a fantastic goal. Great build up from the back from Farsley and Fox. You called him first half, Dave, and saw exactly what he can do there. Got his pace to get away from Tinkler and cut inside, and brilliant effort against that far post.
Well, Tinkler has the ball in the centre of defence. Owen Mason shows he's 35, 40 yards out. Back to Tinkler. Ball over to... It's at home. Plays it. The ball's going to come back to Dan Jones in the centre. Belayoun. That's right-hand side of the defence. Crosses the halfway line. Plays it back to Tinkler, though.
Thompson's almost playing that number 10 role, isn't he?
Yeah.
Warman is... Yeah, you're right. Holmes playing deeper.
Well, the ball gets up to Javon Malcolm. He does have Williams on his right-hand side. He was telling him to run, and he just staggered his run, and the ball comes to Belayoun. Home. Warman wanted the ball played inside. He still wants it, but it goes back to home. Williams, now nice. Warman's got it. Right-hand side. A nice bit of play from Gateshead to link up and win the corner.
Yeah, Ben Warman, no surprise at the heart. Everything again. He's been fantastic for the vast majority of this game. Just picking little pockets. It's starting to rain as well, Dave, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Driving
starting to see it come down. So the wind is coming from south to north here in the stadium. Well, Warman's going to take this corner. In it comes. It's a deep one, very deep, nodded away. Williams can get to the ball, and that rain is coming down a little bit heavier. Lucas Lowry overrun on the left-hand side. Can he put the ball in? Pulls it back, and now the shot comes in. Oh, great save from Fravel. Oh, it's going to go behind for a corner.
Great pace there from Lucas Lowry, wasn't it? And he's done well to pick out. Did he pull it back to us? Javon Malcolm, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great effort as well. Great effort.
Ollie Thompson is going to take the corner on the far side. Takes it short to Newton. Back to Ollie Thompson. Takes a touch. Gives it to Warman on the far side. Warman drives. Wins another corner. Yeah, Warman's got kind of like a free roll, as it were. He seems to be popping up left and right.
But it's causing problems, isn't it, for Farsley? You know, you look at the... As you say, he was over on the right-hand side just 2 minutes ago, and now on that left-hand side causing issues. But
well,
excellent so far.
That rain is getting heavier and being blown about by the wind as Warman receives it back to Ollie Thompson, back to Warman. Lucas Lowry trying to ghost in the ball, still with Gates on the edge of the area. The ball going to come through to Javon Malcolm, showing great feet himself. I said great feet, and he sprays the ball over, but it is going to get slicker out there with these wet conditions. The ball is going to move about, but both teams have to deal with it.
Get the feeling this might be the sort of night where substitutes who aren't on yet will be looking at the manager going, no, I'm all right.
And just to put across how windy it is starting to get, the floodlights are starting to wobble. Not the whole frame, of course, but the fittings themselves at the top, and you're seeing it move on the pitch and on the running track. He's been absolutely phenomenal, the work rate from Montero. Belayoun, the wind really starting to get. You can see the goal nets rippling with the wind as Newton wins a free kick there. I think that was a harsh one.
It was as well, Dave. I've got to be honest.
Edmondson was well within his right to run alongside him. Quickly taken. Ollie Thompson gives the ball back to Belayoun. Plays it into the centre of defence as we've got a feather blowing around the stand like the beginning of Forest Gump. Yeah. A nice turn from Warman. Can he find a player? He can. Gives it to Lucas Lowry. Back to Warman. Been a pocket rocket since he's come on, Lucas Lowry. Home has the ball. Lowry's pulling out that left-hand side, lovely. And a nice chip over to him. Can he get the delivery in? Oh, lovely touch. Try and get past his man. Goes down, but strong defending. And at the moment, Farsley trying to break, and they do win a free kick in the build-up. Yeah, Lucas Lowry, he's finding those pockets and driving. He's got such electric pace.
Yeah, you just want to see more from him, don't you? Sorry, not that he hasn't done well already. I just mean in terms of you just want to see more.
And
get him on the ball, see what he can do, and test himself at a higher level. Obviously, he's played games in the Northern League this season for Wickham. He's just signed for Whitley Bay, I believe, on a obviously right from Gateshead as well. Clearly, a very talented player, and it's just now about how high can he go. Could he threaten the first team at Gateshead at some point in the future? He's still very young, obviously. So we'll see what he does here.
Ben Ayoun on another drive and run, holds the ball up, gives it to Newton. Ollie Thompson still battling, keeps the ball.
That's what I like about Ollie. You said earlier, didn't you, that it's a great ball.
Ball through to Lucas Lowry, left-hand side of the box, pulls it across, deflection back, and there's Ollie Thompson again just to poke it out to Lowry. Of course, two academy products here at Gateshead. There's Jones. Tried to thread it through and comes out to Ben Ayoun. Gateshead camped out as Tyrell Newton tries to go through. He did all the hard work and he went to place it and it just spooned up off the top of his foot.
Now, if Ty was more experienced there, he'd be looking down at the pitch and blaming the pitch.
Yeah.
But he hasn't. So someone's going to have to teach him that. But yeah, just got underneath it, didn't he? But lovely touch inside and really patient play from Gateshead again there. What I was going to say about Ollie Thompson is, he isn't the tallest guy. I think he's probably 5'5", 5'6".
Wow.
But he is willing to get stuck in. He is willing to be physical. He is willing to have a go.
Well, there you go.
Like that.
And wins the ball for Gateshead and he drives forward with it. Ollie Thompson is on the edge of the box. Goes for his shot. Stings the hand. There's the follow-up. And it's in the back of the net. And Lucas Lowry was in the right place at the right time. You've got to take your chances. And Lucas Lowry has done that here. Gateshead 4, Farsley Celtic 1.
Yeah, lovely moment for Lucas Lowry. And again, we talk about the industry of Ollie Thompson. He's made that goal, with the nicking the ball originally. And the keeper, it's unfortunate. I think the conditions have played a part there. He's just spilled a shot that he should have maybe held, if we're being brutally honest. But credit to Lucas Lowry. First goal for the first team. He was Johnny on the spot and neat little finish.
Well, to use a phrase that's been used a few times, made in Gateshead and finished in Gateshead, that one.
I'm sure Jay Bates, the Bay manager, will be watching on home. He sees a few of them and it heads over the cover.
Out. Lovely moving from.
He's been excellent, has he, Montero?
Yeah.
He's a real player.
Well, that wind swirling around the floodlights. Just seeing, looks as if the grass is dancing almost with the movement of the wind and the lights.
So I think he's on lunch from Barnsley, Montero.
Seems a decent prospect. Robbie Tink there and Fox having a physical battle.
Nice little Christmas cuddle. It's really good little battle, actually.
Yeah.
Obviously, Robbie's vastly experienced. Great to see him hit another milestone for Gateshead as well.
200 games.
What a player he's been for this club, by the way.
Certainly has. Well, he's on the ball again, wearing the captain's armband. Tyrell Newton, lovely ball through to Williams, brings the ball forward. Good defending, no. Newsom.
He's done him as well. That's brilliant.
Yeah, Newsom.
Well played.
Really good there. Robbie Fox. Just you can see by his facial expression, you know what he's thinking, but the ball just slid away from him when he stopped it there. And
what he's thinking is something we can't see on air.
We certainly can't.
Well, we could, but
yeah,
we'd never be back on.
But no, I say there's been a few standout players for Farsley who've caught the eye. If they can take this forward into the league games, this intensity. As Warman gets the ball out to Lowry.
Yeah, it's also been a difficult period for the club, and what happened. I mean, even before what happened.
Thompson turns, got the ball, lays it off. Home picks out Williams on this. Williams something to get under control and gives the ball to Tyrell Newton. Josh Home. Newton lost his footing, but the ball wouldn't have got through to him anyway. And just panic stations there from Farsley. Ball cleared all the way through to Owen Mason. But Home on the ball. Getting a bit more of the ball in this position now. In the
what a
second
ball
half.
that is.
Offside flag goes on Ben Warman.
It's interesting. I know he's not playing tonight, but just because that pass kind of triggered the thought process. But it was interesting to call Magne talk about how good Joe Grayson is on the ball and how he's I think he called him one of the best ball playing defender in the league, didn't he, in terms of in possession. He just gives Gateshead something a little bit different, doesn't he?
You know, I've got no harm in hiding. I don't hide the fact I think he's a magnificent player. And for him to come back and give the performances that he's gave after being out since the first game of the season, you'd think he had played all season.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely phenomenal since he come back.
Great professional as well, by the way.
But at the moment, driving forward on the far side, Wambi. Oh, lovely turn. Can he get the cross into the box? Oh, the box slips in the box, but he's back up. Off UMB and just taken out there, and that's
He's got the ball.
Corner. Yeah,
it's a great tackle by the way, Lucas Farrell. Well played.
Well, he's putting everything into it. No complaints from UMB. It's a corner to the visitors.
Down.
Yeah, it is Pickard who's down at the moment. Am I right in believing, in my memory, if I'm right, did Steve Bruce ever manage Villa?
Yeah.
He did. He's in a penalty shootout as Blackpool manager with Villa under 21s at the moment. Yeah.
During this unfortunate hiatus, I'll just let you know that the 50-50 prize has been claimed.
Well, someone's won the 50-50.
49229.
But we have a corner to the visitors there, and Pickard is limping off here. There is going to be a change. And we're going to see number 23 in Fabian McLaren coming on. Looks a very young lad. But if you're good enough, you're old enough. As we're going to see this corner come in. It's a curling one. Fox with a little flick. The player goes down the box. Hasn't been cleared fully by Gated. And the ball just seemed to be...
Play a quick one here, by the way. They've got a 4v2 if it goes quick.
Well, Gonzalo had the ball kind of behind him when he kicked that one. Owen Mason rolls the ball out. Dan Jones. Tinkler. 59 minutes we're into here. Jean Bellahoun drives forward again. He's got Williams here on the right-hand side if he wants to. Tyrell Newton on his feet. Gets it. Lovely nice. Pass back from Thompson. Pulls it back across. There's Javon Malcolm. And, well...
kind of sums up his night, that.
Yeah.
Brilliant build-up again. We talked about Ollie Thompson. He's done brilliantly there. It's a lovely way to pass.
You know, I don't like to compare apples to apples with players, but he's really starting to be in the mould of an Adam Campbell. He knows how to link up. He knows how to muscle it. Yes, he's not the biggest in the world, but he's using his brain.
There's nothing wrong with that, Dave.
Yeah. But he's using his brain to counteract the disadvantage in height, should we say?
Yeah, no, I think you're right, and I think there's definitely a player in there. It's down to Gateshead to manage them properly and give them the right loan moves and give them the right experience in the first team, whether it's pre-season or whenever. But they clearly trust them. So I think that's a big thing.
Williams on the right-hand side. Ollie Thompson on the ball again here. Tries to thread it through for Javon Malcolm. Just didn't execute his pass the way he wanted to.
It's little moments like that where he needs to learn a little bit, just take your time a little bit when you got it, because no one's closing him down there.
No.
But it'll come with experience, and he's made a rapid development in the last 2 years. I think I remember, was it the trophy semi or quarterfinal?
Quarterfinal.
Against Farsley.
He actually came on as a sub, didn't he?
Against Farsley.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. And then obviously played in the semi-final. He got on at Wembley as well, didn't he, in the final? Against Halifax.
I know he's had involvement at Sunderland West End in the Northern League, and their former manager knows him very well, and they love him. They think he's going to be a real player. I know it's obviously at a lower level than where Gateshead are, but they said when he was sort of 16, he was frightening how good he was.
Bellahoun has the ball on the right-hand side here. Nice ball forward to Williams. Williams, he only had mind for crossing that ball, but it goes out for a throw on our right-hand side. He's kind of an old-school type of winger, isn't he, Williams, a little bit, because head down, he just wants to run forward with the ball.
Yeah, and I quite like that. I've got time for wingers like that who just want to, because what it is, he just, it's almost like a mental battle with the fullback where it's just like you grind him down because you just keep going and going and going, and he knows you're going to keep coming back.
Balayoun gives it to Williams. Williams has Warman in space. Gateshead playing into the wind at the moment. Not hampering the ball at the moment, but blustery. Ball forward to Lucas Lowry. Just has to arc his run and get the ball back to Dan Jones. Newton, nice move from Newton. Ball through though. Dealt with by Polworth. Cleared but kept in by Dan Jones. Tinkler on the halfway line.
I sense if another goal goes in, if they can't get another one ahead, maybe another of the academy players may come on and be Christian Lynn.
There was a couple of players warming up before there, as now Gateshead, Josh Holm, it's a ball to Tinkler.
Been quietly effective, Josh Holm, tonight. Moved the ball well.
I say since he's in that position where he has more of the ball, he is more effective, I think, in that type of position. But at the moment, Ollie Thompson wins the ball back.
How many times has he done that?
Newton,
Just nicked the ball.
Ball out here to Williams. This is a good position. Can he get the cross in? He can. It's deep. It's coming towards Lucas now. He nods it back in. There's Javon Malcolm. Has he handled it? Referee says yes. And well, it just bounced up. And I think it was more reactionary than intentional. I think it's just saying, oh, it's there. But it's a free kick nonetheless.
That's what it was.
It certainly was. Well, that's the ball on the far side. Well, apparently we're being told it wasn't Ollie Thompson with the goal.
That was
Interesting to find out.
substitution for Farsley Celtic.
No, it definitely was.
Yeah.
It was definitely Lucas.
Lucas Lowry, yeah.
Been replaced by number 23, Kobe McLaren.
Well, Josh Holm on the ball. Plays the ball out to Jones. Oh, nice little dummy left the throat to Tyrell Newton, yeah. And now UMB tries to play the ball for good covering run from Balayoun, right place, right time. As Balayoun gets the ball back, and we're just seeing Farsley trying to go through the gears a little bit somewhat here, trying to create something for themselves as Williams was just pulled there, the shirt pull. And it is a free kick to Gateshead. Well, there is a couple more academy players on the bench, Callum Bone and Christian Lynn. And as you say, Mark, it's quite comfortable at the moment. It's kind of like the perfect opportunity to bleed young talent in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not yet. Just give some first team players minutes on the pitch to get some fitness levels up and such like. But you wouldn't be shocked if at some point in the next 15, 20 minutes if at least one of them came on. That's a good ball. Oh, too far.
Ball. And nearly got through to Lucas Lowry. He's quick, but he's not that quick.
Usain Bolt in his prime wouldn't have called that.
Pick out as you can hear the wind on the microphone.
Oh,
there. Oh, it's coming across. Oh, nearly an own goal.
It's gone
out for a corner, and well, a little lack of concentration there. Nearly ended up disastrous for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, just looked as if it was going to just hit that far post and sneak in, didn't it? But he's got away with a little bit there.
I had the pleasure of speaking to Lucas Lowry's mum at Blythe in pre-season, because obviously she's a proud mum. She goes to all the games, and I'm sure she'll be absolutely buzzing to see him get a chance tonight, especially in score. Corner on the far side, Ollie Thompson. Josh Holm comes over short for it, receives it, back to Ollie Thompson. Sorry, it isn't Ollie Thompson, it's Warman. Now Ollie Thompson's on the ball. Newton brings the ball forward, cuts inside, gives it to Holm. Holm has... Oh, he tried to get it through to Lucas Lowry, trying to get the ball back, but...
He's won it back, though. Did well there, Lucas.
Well, 66 minutes, and it's Gateshead 4, Farsley 1.
It's starting to get chilly, isn't it?
Yeah, ball over the top looking for Javon Malcolm. Tries to turn, did foul. Yeah,
it's offside anyway.
Yeah, he looked like the give for a foul, didn't he? But either way, Javon Malcolm is guilty of trying too hard.
Yeah, just a little bit, and I think it's frustration, isn't it, coming in?
Yeah, looks like we are going to see a change from Gateshead at the moment. There is a player getting stripped and ready, and the fourth official has the board in his hands at the moment. But UMB,
Tinkler maybe.
Yeah, quite possibly.
One of the more experienced players off. Could be Javon Malcolm.
Well, we'll see if there's going to be a change, but Pickard takes the throw. UMB to Pickard. Back inside.
Lovely.
Nice bit of passing from Farsley Celtic and a ball. Oh, I tell you what.
I think he's offside.
Well, those appeals for handball. It did hit the shoulder. Looked like it chested down Tinkler, but I tell you what, the crucial interception.
It was, yeah, just position yourself nicely there to intercept the pass. He's brilliant at that, Tinkler, though, anticipating, and that's what he's done there. He's just got himself in a position. If this ball goes in,
Balayoun gets it to Williams. Williams, nice. Ball stuck to him like glue, but he's come up against two players. He's still got it. Dispossessed, though, and out for a throw to the visitors. And just have a look. I'm getting notifications of a penalty shootout. It's Aston Villa 12, Blackpool 11 at the moment. So a long penalty shootout at Bloomfield Road. As UMB, lovely turn, tried to play the ball forward.
Ben Ratcliffe coming on, I think.
Well, yeah, it does look like that, doesn't it? For Balayoun.
Makes sense.
Well, we've seen a good performance from Big Jean.
Yeah, he's been really good, hasn't he? Really comfortable at the back.
I say since he's been moved to a more permanent right-hand side of defence, you can see he's comfortable.
Just hoping he's not limping there.
Yeah, he's got the ball. It looks like he's moving all right. I think it's more get minutes, not too many minutes in the legs, but no. Ball through. Oh, can this ball come through? Lucas Lowry, he can. He's driving into the box. Can he pull it back? Oh, just his pass wasn't the greatest, but what a run. His movement's been fantastic since he's come on the pitch.
I feel as if they're just desperate to get Javon Malcolm a goal here.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be aimed in towards him and trying to get him that goal, but just not coming at the minute.
Balayoun brings the ball forward. Newton gets the ball back from Warman, but intercepted by Farsley and Wemby. A real handful. Still going with the ball down this left-hand side, but he's overplayed it.
I don't think I've seen too many quicker defenders than Balayoun.
He's deceivingly quick, isn't he, for his size, yeah.
Well, there is going to be another one.
It's going to be a double substitution here. We are going to see Callum Bowen coming on and Ben Radcliffe coming on. So it's going to be Balayoun that makes way here. If we've seen the board right before. So Tyrell Newton is going to come off for Callum Bowen and Balayoun for Radcliffe. Well, Balayoun, another great display. Tyrell Newton grew into the game as it went on. But another academy prospect on the pitch. That's 3.
Substitution
out there.
Leaving the pitch, number 2, Sean Balayoun, being replaced by number 16, Ben Radcliffe. And number 23,
Radcliffe
Newton.
He's become a bit of a fan favourite since arriving on loan from Derby. As Bowen gets his first touch and drives the ball forward to Williams.
Great
back
intent.
to Radcliffe, yeah.
Great intent straight away.
There's a run on the far side. The ball's going to come through to Lucas Lowry. Oh, it's going to fall low.
Oh, great first
Warman
touch.
gets it back out to Lowry, left-hand side of the box. Looks to get the cross in. Deflect. Falls to Ollie Thompson. 5-1. Well, once again, it's academy prospects making goals for each other.
Repaid the
Ollie
favour.
Thompson, yes. Ollie Thompson finds the back of the net. And, well, Gateshead 5-1 to the good.
Yeah, repaid the favour there, didn't he? Lucas Lowry setting up Ollie Thompson. Great first touch as well. It's never easy when you're in a crowded area like that, but got the ball out of his feet. I'm trying to think, has he scored for the first team, Ollie Thompson?
I think he has. I might be wrong. I'm sure someone will correct us. But Well,
if anyone knows, I'm not sure he has.
I think Ollie Thompson might have played himself into man of the match contention so far. He's really grasped the game since he's went to a more familiar attacking position than the wing back in the second half.
I think it would take a lot to take it away from Ben Warman, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. He's in contention.
Well, Ashton Newsom is coming off. He's had a busy evening, and he's going to be replaced by Will Morrissey. Still the best part of 18 minutes to play here. Gateshead 5, Farsley Celtic 1. It's 15-15 in that penalty shootout now. Ball over the top.
I hope it's not cold, because someone just needs to miss if that's
yeah.
What's that in? Is that the?
I think it's the trophy, league trophy thing.
Virtu trophy, then it's called now, isn't it?
Ashton Newsom, being replaced by number 28, Will Morrissey.
Yeah, maybe a good time to, if Gateshead can't make another sub, to get Christian Lynn on to just give him some experience.
Well, Bowen gives the ball to Radcliffe. Bowen gets another touch. Radcliffe.
Robbie Tinkler must feel like a granddad now. Look at the players in front of him.
Wow.
No offense, Robbie.
Home gives the ball back to Robbie Tinkler. Some birds fly above us in the rain. Ball through the centre. Oh, looking for Ollie Thompson. There's way too much on it, but the intent's still there to keep going from Gateshead. Well,
nice
work from Callum Bowen. Closes down the Walker.
Don't want to get out there.
UMB played it off. As Warman's done well to win the ball back there for Gateshead as Radcliffe slips and UMB comes away with the ball as a man on the far side. Oh, he didn't see. Just still in possession though, Farsley Celtic. As the young man McLaren on the far side had got himself into a great position. Just unfortunate UMB had to turn. UMB back on the ball. Lovely turn. He's got a great turn of foot, hasn't he? But Williams wins the ball back and a free kick in the process.
Been good night, Williams, in both directions after first half when sort of trying to find his really low crosses, but he's got better as it's went on and it's been really effective.
Well, ball out to Lucas Lowry on the far side, was he? No, he just loses his footing, and it's a Farsley on the ball at the moment. 17-16 at Bloomfield Road at the moment, as Josh Home gives the ball to Radcliffe. Josh Home looking to...
Like a rugby score.
It is. It's coming back to Radcliffe at the moment. He's got, in the centre, Javon Malcolm. Oh, just it was telegraphed, that pass, wasn't it? The defender was able to get to that one, but the ball's being cleared. And as I say, look, with the scoreline at 5-1, it looks like Gateshead are going to get the win here, but I'd be amiss if I didn't say the real win was that Lewis Turner was at home with his family. After last week, that's the real win here. Football, it's nice when you win, always bad when you lose, but as long as you're able to go home to your family, and once again, don't want to over egg the pudding, but the most important thing here is that Lewis Turner is home with his family and safe and well. Yeah,
and looking forward to, as he said in his social media post, looking forward to first Christmas as a dad with his new baby,
and that's quite special as with both parents. It's something that you want to treasure. Any cross into the box there, took a deflection, goes out for a corner.
And also, I think we haven't really mentioned it, but his teammates who aren't here tonight, and his teammates who were here last Tuesday, to experience their captain going through that, and the player clearly loved in the dressing room. I hope they all make it, in terms of mental terms, make a recovery from that, because it can't be easy to move on from that and to recover from seeing that. So let's hope everyone involved at Farsley, and I'm sure they will, gives them the support that they need
as well. Warman has the ball left hand side. Dan Jones as the wind swirls, but they got it up to Lucas Lowry. Nice touch, turns. Oh, he keeps the ball in, but just rolls away from him. Took a deflection to throw into Gateshead.
Well, the sub coming here, I think.
Yeah,
someone.
look like Gateshead are going to make another sub. Oh, nearly flicked out from Warman. As I say, his link-up play has been really good, especially in the last few weeks. It's good from Farsley as they bring the ball forward.
You know what they have done really well? They've been great when they're under pressure on the ball.
Yeah, they've played themselves out of trouble, haven't they? Oh, that could have been a great ball for Montero there. Just a little bit too close to the keeper.
I think it was Morrissey there, wasn't it? Coming out with the ball and looking really composed. I know there's a lot of things going on at the club at Farsley, but they do look as if they've got some prospects in the squad.
Definitely building blocks there, isn't there?
Just not an easy environment though. The National League North. We've both seen games in there with Gateshead, and it's a tough learning curve.
That the car I mentioned before, the black Discovery, which is parked outside the reception area, still hasn't been moved. We really would appreciate if that was moved, please. Your registration is
Radcliffe has the ball. Tinker, that penalty shootout finished 17-18 to Aston Villa in the 21s. So the glitch in the matrix has stopped there. As Holmes sees a lovely run. Oh, Whelan's Warman's touch puts it into the centre. It's just not going to fall for Jovan Malcolm tonight, is it? But once again, the quick feet of Warman, and I don't know if he's got a new release of life or he's just playing with freedom. We're seeing something different from Gateshead's number 11 at the moment.
Yeah, and looking as if he's kind of embraced a new role within the side. I know there were some, honest conversations had between him and the management, and I think he's a player that can just get better and better from this point onwards and take confidence from what is a good little run of form as an individual.
Bowen plays the ball through. Oh, lovely run, just offside. Ollie Thompson. But double substitution is going to be Christian Lynn, and Owen Aseni comes on.
Oh, well done.
Don't know. Oh, that's a great play by the fourth official.
So 0-0-0 is coming on for 0-0-0.
Yes, but yeah, it's unfortunate for the fourth official there.
I'd imagine it'll be Jovan Malcolm.
Yeah, but you look at Ben Warman, as I mentioned before. That gap now can be made his. That position can be made his for the rest of the season with long-term injury to obviously Greg Ollie and now Jacob Butterfield. So that area is him to make his own.
Yeah, and I think I'm just trying to see what subs are being
I think
made.
it is going to be Jovan Malcolm.
Oh,
and it's going to be Warman.
The officials having a mare here, by the way, because there's just stuff going all over the place.
Yeah.
The wind's causing chaos down there. Is it Ben Warman?
No, Warman, come over. No. That's the sub for the other team. He's having an absolute nightmare here, the fourth official. But Montero is going to come off. Rafael Montero, who I thought give a great account of himself tonight. There we go. This Warman stands like a naughty schoolboy to find out if he is coming off. It is going to be Ben Warman. There we go. So Ben Warman involved and scored tonight. Certainly a leading candidate for man of the match. But Lynn, like for like, looks like he's going straight out into that midfield position.
Yeah, looks Larry's come over to our side, hasn't he? He's come out to the right. Good night for the academy. Good night for the academy. Seeing, obviously Ollie Thompson's come through, but seeing three other debutants from the academy. Oh, sorry, one's not a debutant, is he? Looks Larry, but two new players from the academy, and Lucas getting his first goal. It's been a good night.
Well, UMB received the ball. Plays back down the line is number 27, Isaac Hetchman, is quite the tall player, isn't he?
Yes.
He's, I think, unit is the word I would use. Not in a disparaging way. He's very muscular. There's a ball played across by Farsley, goes out for a throw in front of the run dugout to Gateshead.
Let's forget we don't play multi-ball in the trophy, do we? That's why it's taken a while to come back at times. Teams must dread getting drawn here in the trophy because of the amount of time that.
Yeah, but I believe is it definitely not allowed, or is it if both teams agree?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well played.
Ball comes over now to Radcliffe. Carries it across the centre of the park, turns. Looks like Lucas Lowry's come across his right-hand side. He's got time and space, gets the ball. Can he open up? There's Owen Senny. Was there? Ball through towards Javon Malcolm. Ball goes out for a corner.
There's a lot of energy in these youngsters, isn't there?
It certainly is.
As soon as they're getting the ball, what I really love to see is that the intent is just to go forwards, and they're really.
We've seen that straight away from Bowen, didn't we? The first touch was head down and forward, and
it's really positive.
Was the winner of this tie, which does look as if it's going to be Gateshead, will be at home to Boston in the next round, in the fourth round of the trophy. Short corner taken to Lucas Lowry, corner of the box, lays it back to Ollie Thompson. Can he pull it through? He can. Oh, well. It's Javon Malcolm was at the back post again. He's got the ball now. It was Owen Senny that was at the back post. Lucas Lowry plays it off a Farsley player, and out it goes for the throw here, just in front of the Gateshead dugout. And the rain still comes down here. As Lowry gives it inside to Josh Home.
Really been impressed with Home tonight. Hasn't done anything spectacular, but just kept the ball moving nicely.
Home now. Gives it to Bowen. Bowen sees Lucas Lowry on this right-hand side. Freds it out to him. Oseni in the centre. Headed up in the air in the box. Wasn't cleared that much as Bowen brings it down. Gives it to Radcliffe. Malcolm. He looks up. Lucas Lowry's in space and have found him. Industrial on both sides. Lucas Lowry really working. But Bowen, dead ball line.
Well done.
Tell you what, he's stuck to it.
Done really well.
Under pressure, gets the ball to Radcliffe. Oh, Lucas Lowry on the overlap. Ball into the centre. Oh, hasn't been cleared yet by the visitors. Into the back of the net, and there you go. Buried to make it 6-1. And I just want to make sure I get the right goal scorer here.
Christian Lynn.
I think it might be Christian Lynn on his debut. And yet again, the opportunity falling to one of the youngsters in the box and striking it home. Gateshead 6, Farsley Celtic 1.
Yeah, if I can just take a moment here just to praise the academy. I mean, you think about where the club was when it started getting back on its feet, and the academy was always identified as a key part of that. So this is a really big night for them. 2 goals from the academy system. 2 of them scoring on
debut. Oh no, not debut.
One scoring on debut.
Yeah.
A really big moment. You think of players who've come through there in the past. You've obviously got Connor Panny, who's out on loan at Blythe Spartans at the moment. It's just a really great night for a lot of people who are putting in a lot of hard work.
Still 6 minutes remain here as lovely. Well, big round of applause for the travelling Farsley Celtic fans.
It's Boston at home in the next round, isn't it?
It is, yes. There's UMB still trying to battle for the ball. Owen Mason gets the ball to Home, who has time to space and run, gets the ball to Ollie Thompson. Was he fouled there? He was. And well, we joked before that he's going to have a few bruises. I think he might actually have a few bruises tomorrow, but quickly taken. Javon Malcolm with the ball, goes for a shot from distance. Oh, what a feat! Well, the keeper got to it and eventually went into the back of the net. Feel for the keeper there, but Javon Malcolm, he's worked hard all night. He's had chances and eventually he's made one pay. It's Gateshead 7, Farsley Celtic 1.
Yeah, credit to Javon for keep going, really, because he's not had it all his own way tonight. But the keeper again, it's swirling all over you. Look at the wind.
That, and it's greasy out there now with the rain that's come down.
Yeah.
But take nothing away from Javon and Malcolm. He's kept plugging away. He's kept going. His hold-up play today when he was playing up top by himself was quite good, and he's got his rewards. Well, back underway, Farsley Celtic, who will be just hoping for the full-time whistle now.
Yeah, it's again, I'll keep saying it though. They keep going.
Yeah, definitely.
They're still trying to play it. The heads haven't gone down.
Not at all. And like Gateshead, the youngsters have come on. They've wanted to get that ball moving forward every
100%.
time. It hasn't been a case of dillying and dallying. It's been played with intent. Maybe the execution hasn't worked for them at times, but tell you what, 20 minutes gone, we had a little bit of a scare.
Well, yeah, very much so.
As the ball comes out to Lucas Lowry, right hand side, good first touch. Can he take it down to the dead ball line? Pulls it across, wins a corner. And yeah, no panicking from Lucas Lowry there. Took his time, took an extra touch. 86 minutes gone. Short corner taken. Javon Malcolm on the edge of the area. Closed down. Gets it to Radcliffe. Radcliffe did the right thing there because I think Lucas Lowry would have been offside, but Gateshead trying to win the ball back, and Lucas Lowry does. It's with Radcliffe now. Oseni was wanting to cross into the centre, but the referee has to jump out the way of the ball as it goes through. Ball played through to Oseni in the box. Can he get a shot away? He can, and he's dragged it wide, but it hasn't gone out. It hasn't went out.
Nearly turned it a very good cross, didn't it?
It really did, but I mean, you know, in these conditions when it's greasy, it's worth a shot from that angle.
Gateshead's latest goal was number 35, Jovan Malcolm.
Well, Josh Home. Oh, that could have been a fantastic ball through there, just intercepted by the Farsley defence who was sitting very deep. They cleared the ball. And there's going to be Jones, gives it to Ollie Thompson. Ball over the top on the far side, and Lynn was getting onto it. It falls to Oseni. Picks out Radcliffe. Radcliffe does have Lucas Lowry, who's been really heavily involved since he's come on this right-hand side. Twisting and turn, tries to beat too many people. There's the confidence of youth for you there, Mark.
He's trying to get back in and challenge though, which is great.
Did. It's positive. It's lovely to see. And he's chasing down, making the ball go back to the keeper, who clears the ball pretty well under the conditions. As Tinkler just sees that down. Well, Robbie Tinkler plays the ball out to Dan Jones. Once again, Tinkler in the centre circle to Radcliffe. Lowry's in acres of space, and it comes back out to him. Inside to Javon Malcolm, who's playing a slightly deeper role now since Oseni's come on. Jones on the left-hand side has the ball. The ball, Ollie Thompson, and back to Jones. Just Gateshead calm under the ball here, right-hand side. Lucas Lowry gives it to Bowen on the underlap. Oh, he's turned his man, drives into the box. It's just, he's poked it out to Malcolm. And
what a save.
It was a great save, and there's the finish. Oh, and another ball that goes over a goal kick. Appeals for a corner. But yeah, a little bit scrappy in the box there, but at the moment, Gateshead, I think the Farsley Celtic heads have dropped somewhat there, a little bit of concentration, just dipped a little bit.
I don't know if it's necessarily heads have dropped. I think it's more just tiredness. I think it's mental tiredness, isn't it? And, you know, let's be honest, after the first sort of 25 minutes, it's been all Gateshead. They've been under a lot of pressure, Farsley. I still think they've done fantastically well, as much as the scoreline suggests otherwise.
As I say, there's been some good performances. I thought Mbemi, Montero and Fox were outstanding. Probably deserved more from the game themselves. But at the moment, Gateshead passed the ball across to Radcliffe. He's got men on this right-hand side. The ball goes through for Javon Malcolm. He's got there. He's marshaled the ball. Can he pull it across? Nice footwork. Plays it into the centre to Oseni. Oseni closed down, couldn't get a shot away. Radcliffe edge of the area. Ball chipped through. It's a lovely ball. Can they finish it? Oh, yes! And another academy prospect puts the ball in the back of the net.
It's Ollie.
It is. I think it's Ollie Thompson again, isn't it? At first I thought it was Boone, but Ollie Thompson. Wow. Nice finish. Nice run. Nice vision. And Gateshead, 8-1 is the score. Wow.
It's a wonderful ball in behind, isn't it? But credit Ollie, because it's not easy to pull a ball down like that when it's the wind swirling a bit. But that first touch was excellent. It really made the finish a little bit more straightforward. Still not an easy finish, but he's left the keeper no chance.
Well, the pass was reminiscent of an Ed Francis pass into the box.
Your Satori, your restaurant in town man of the match is number 39, Ollie Thompson.
Well, Ollie Thompson, man of the match. Well, he's got a couple of goals to his name and an assist, and there is the full-time whistle. Gateshead progress to the 4th round of the FA Trophy. We wish Farsley Celtic and most importantly Lewis Turner all the best going forward. We hope to see him back on the football pitch soon, but more importantly, he's safe and sound home of his family. But Mark, Gates have progressed in a trophy that's in a competition that's been kind to them over the past few years. First 20 minutes was a little bit, what to say, iffy.
Did what they had to do.
Did what they had to
Did what they had to
do,
do
and then
after
after
that
that,
first 20.
it Gateshead kept it their game and got the goals that they deserved. The one positive that we will take away, of course, an 8-1 win is always great to have the academy players getting involved and getting on the score sheet.
Yeah, very much so. Great night for the academy, and I hope Farsley go on and have an improved second half of the season. It's lovely to hear. You can play in the background now. I'll go quiet in a second. I'll just round off quickly, but there's been a credit to themselves throughout this tie, as of Gateshead, and let's hope that the relationship between the two clubs can maybe develop in future years. It'd be nice to think that something good can come out of what's been an awful situation.
It certainly has. Well, thank you very much, Mark. There is a round of applause now for the Farsley players as they leave the pitch. It's been a wild 7 days in football, but the most important thing is that Lewis Turner is safe and sound as the Farsley players go back to thank the medical staff that helped last week. And there's great appreciation from the Tyne Weir stand for everyone involved. But these Farsley players, they've worked very hard tonight, and I'm sure they'll take forward into the league some of the hard work they've done tonight, and we wish them all the best. And of course, to Lewis Turner, there's some playful boos to the referee who was laughing there, all in good jest. But once again, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Thank you to Mark for joining us on commentary. Gateshead run out 8-1 winners here at Gateshead International Stadium and progress into the next round of the FA Trophy. Thank you for your company, and we'll see you on Boxing Day for the next home commentary.
FC visit United Saturday, 21st December. We've got kick-off. Fixture to the GIS.